Alright everybody, check this out. I'm ready to show you something pretty cool here. I promised you I'd do this in small steps. So what I did is I padded out the sides and squared off the nose on both sides, right here. And I squared off the belly right here and right here. So what I basically did is I had this very plain cylinder-like shape, and I added clay in certain spots to take away from that very basic design. What I'm doing is I'm saving Super Sculpey. This will be the last bit of filming for the original Sculpey. Everything else it'll get covered in scales right here, and I'll have a belly. For the extruding tool, it's a full circle and a half circle. I used a half circle right here, and then I just build it out on the sides, and then I used a full circle here because it's larger. There's been a change in plans. I found that I was boring myself silly making the same exact dragon, and my wife, she requested a dragon. She wants me to make her one. She wants a purple one, and I thought that would be really cool to make one with cold colors like purple, blue, and green, and I want to make it a little different too. Just to let you know, I was thinking about doing the fins that were coming out on the green dragon all the way down the back, but broke up, and maybe a bunch of horns down each side. Or I'm not quite sure yet. I just want to do something completely different and new, yet still have a whole tutorial on it, and it'll have the same principles as the other dragons, so you can still use this as cross-reference. Just bringing this to you one little step at a time. To make the eyes, I just rolled a log. I used firm because it's a lot more stiffer, and I made a cut and folded it by the cut, and then made an additional cut so I knew I had exact pieces. Then you just roll them up in little balls, and I went and cooked those first, and now I'm creating the definition for the snout, giving it like a squared look to it. Some kind of characteristic that I can build on with the Super Sculpey. I'm really thrilled with the way this all turned out. And I just added another half circle bead from the extruding tool. I'm basically filling it in. I'm using these as guides, basically. I put it down on the armature or the sculpture, and then I fill it in and float it off, pretty much. That way I know I build out in equal measurements wherever I do this. And you can keep doing it over and over until you get the thickness that you want. Basically, it's building out the sides of the head. And I just added another sheet for the top of the head. I wanted to flatten it off a little bit, so I cut a piece off. I don't know if you noticed. And then same with the other side, of kind of like fill it in. Using the full round to make the belly, the characteristics for the squaredness, and then build it out and float it out just like I did with the snout. Look at them fingers go. You don't have to go too crazy with how close you get it, because this is going to have like a lot of clay on top of it. I just like to get my stuff as close as possible. And now that I got this contest and stuff out of the way, I can rest a little easier, and I should be able to kick out some more videos a lot quicker. For those of you that can appreciate the numbers, this was 59 minutes of film, and after I got done cutting all the pieces out I didn't want, it came to be like 34 minutes, and I had like well over 100 slithers of film that I mixed down. I really appreciate y'all watching this. Be on the lookout for the next one, and I might throw something different here and there in between all these tutorials to kind of break up the monotony. Thanks again.